For the next activity, we're just going to start right where we left off. I've created a new script. I've called it 3.3, but I copied over all the contents of 3.2's script. And we've got the interpreter open right where we left it. So let's have a quick look at what the activity is asking us. Write a function CrossCat that will take 4 strings and print out the concatenation of the first and third string. Then, on a new line, concatenation of the second and fourth string. But your function isn't allowed to use a print statement. You can, however, use catster. This is kind of tough. How do we print stuff out without using the print statement? So I'm just going to go right back to the script, and I'm going to be bad. I'm going to write this function CrossCat that's going to take 4 strings, S1, S2, S3, S4, bracket, colon, indent, but I'm going to use the print statement. I'm going to be bad, I know, but this is how I know how to do it. So print, and we need to concatenate the first and third, so that would just be S1 plus S3, and then on a new line, print S2 plus S4. Okay, so that should do it, but of course we cheated. Now let's test this function to make sure it worked properly. So CrossCat, and let's give it W1 for word 1, W2, W3, W4. Oh, forgot my quotation. There. Now note, remember these W's, they're strings, they're in the quotes, and they're being passed to CrossCat, and they will be assigned the values W1 to S1, W2 to S2, W3 to S3, and W4 to S4. So when I save this, and I'm going to hit run, 3.3.py, W1, W3, W2, W4, makes sense. The first and the third, the second and the fourth, it all checks out. When we look at this code, let's just go through it again. We start at line 1, comment, this function def, skip over it, this function def, skip over it, then we see CrossCat, and we take W1, W2, W3, W4, and we go to line 6.
Where S1 gets the value W1, S2, W2, S3, W3, S4, W4. And then we just print out S1 concatenate S3, new line, print S2, concatenate S4. And then we're done, and we return to
here, and that's the end of the script. So that's that. But again, we cheated. So how on earth are we going to do this without using a print statement? I think I know. Look at the function catster. It's a function that takes 2 strings, 2 arbitrary strings. It could be anything you want, and it's going to concatenate them. So what if I do this, and this time I pass it S1 and S3, and I'm going to do the same thing, S2, S4. So I changed the function, but I got rid of the print statements. I'm going to hit run. Let's see what happens. It works. Let's think about this. Go to line 1, nothing happens. A function declaration, skip over it. Function declaration, skip over it. CrossCat. Okay, we call CrossCat. We go to line 6.
again, all the parameters get assigned their values. Then we go to line 7, and there's another function called catster, which brings us to line 3. And S1 gets whatever the value of S1 was. Ugh, confusing, but it checks out. And S2 gets whatever the contents of S3 were, and then it prints them out, and then it returns. So it goes to line 7 again, we're done that line. Line 8, go inside another function, catster again, except this time S1 gets S2, and S2 gets S4. Confusing, but it checks out. Prints out the concatenation, we're done. Returns to line 8, we're done. Go to line, we're done.
We return to line 10, and we're done there. Go to line 11, and that's the whole script. And it'll work. I mean, we saw that it worked, If you're having a hard time with this, I really suggest you get a piece of paper and a pencil and you just kind of work through it slowly and make sure the logic checks out, because it does work. Just take your time with it.